Hi guys! So today I'm doing this look for you, which is my interpretation of Ellie Goulding's makeup. Ellie Goulding, not sure how to pronounce that. But she always looks amazing and she always has a very similar kind of look. In all of the pictures I saw, she has just beautiful glowy skin, very fresh eyes, lashes and a pink lip. And Ellie has got quite deep set eyes, so this is a great look if you do have deep set eyes or even hooded eyes. So if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is pop on some of my Arbonne primer. I haven't used this one in ages and I kind of wanted to use like a silicone-y, slippy primer because I want my skin to be very smooth and almost blurry looking. Her skin is just like beautiful peaches and cream, so I just want to try and recreate that on my own not so peachy or creamy skin. And for my foundation, I'm going to use a new one for me. This is the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous and this is in the shade 105. I think this is the lightest colour that you can get in Australia, but this has been available in North America for a while and I think it has a larger shade range. This is a little bit too dark for me, you can see there. So I'm just going to bring that down into my neck, but I wanted to try it out. I've tried it once already and I really like it. It's just that that colour is not quite right. And I posted a picture on my Instagram when I got it in the post and most people seem to really like it. A lot of people actually said that it was a really nice dupe for Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm not sure I completely agree with that. I don't think there's quite as much coverage in it, but for a relatively inexpensive drugstore foundation, it seems to be really good. And I always get a hassle from people living in the UK and Ireland about not being able to get CoverGirl products over there. As far as I can make out from what you guys have told me and from reading I've done online, CoverGirl and Max Factor are pretty much the same brand, just under two different branding. So there probably is an equivalent of this foundation in the Max Factor, and if I can find it I will let you know in the description box. Onto the concealer. Today I'm using my MAC Studio Finish concealer palette and I'm going into the NW20 shade. Just going to dab that onto the chin situations, just stippling that really. That foundation actually does have pretty decent coverage, so I'm just kind of stippling the concealer just basically all over my chin. Kind of got a bit of redness all over there and around my nose. I'm also going to use that same concealer. No, I'm not. Never mind. Hang on. I'm going to take my eyeshadow primer first, and this is by the Balm, and pop that on the lower lash line and the eyelid and through the brows. I tinted my brows yesterday. I am so happy with how they came out. It took me like probably half an hour. I tinted them twice. I did them all over first and then I went back and tinted the areas that it didn't quite take to, and I am so delighted with how it came out. I do have a video actually on how to tint your eyebrows. If you are curious, I'll have it linked on the screen here somewhere. Okay, now I'm going to go into the concealer and take that NW20 shade again and run that under here. Boring. Setting my foundation with the same thing I use every single time. This is MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in light. So to get that beautiful like glowy soft focus effect on my skin that Ellie Goulding has, I'm going to use some of the Soap and Glory Glow All Out powder. So this is kind of like an all over like peachy sheen. If you build it up you can actually see a little bit of the colour, so it's a very subtle blush if you have very light skin. But if you just kind of lightly dust it on the skin, it'll just give it a beautiful, warm, luminous glow. And for my blush colour today, I'm using this duo from Innoxa. This is the Peach and Posy palette, if it would actually focus on the palette and not my face. So it's got a really bright pink and a bright peach, and I'm mostly going to use this, but I might mix them a little bit. But this is exactly the kind of pink that I want. She always has very kind of bright pinks on her skin and on her lips, and it really suits her colouring, that like very pale porcelain skin with the baby blonde hair. So I'm just gonna, this is just the pink by itself actually. And to finish the skin, I'm going to take a little bit of my Model Co bronzer, which is my new favourite, and on that big fluffy brush, very lightly just dust it around the outside. Again, it's just going to help warm up the skin. And this has got a little bit of a shimmer in it too, so it will just add that bit of sheeny glowiness. Moving on to the brows, I'm going to use my Eye of Horus eyebrow pencil. This is in the colour Light Ash Blonde, and look at my brows, I'm so happy with them. I also shaped them, I gave them a bit of a tweeze. Anyway, I'm just going to fill them in quite softly. Ellie has a very kind of soft colouring, so her brows are very soft as well. So we don't want to overpower the face with strong brows. So today for my eyes, I've decided to use this Revlon PhotoReady palette. This is in the colour Impressionist. First, I'm going to go into this colour up here, and I'm going to use that, just tap off the brush. Use that on the brow bone. I'm also going to use some of that colour right on the inside up here. Next I'm going to go into this shade here. Pop that around the inside. And on that same colour, but this time switching brushes to a fluffier brush. So I'm going to go into this kind of medium taupe brown colour, just on this very outside bit. Just kind of stamp the brush down and give it a bit of a wiggle. Then just pull it up. Back into the palette, this time into that very darkest colour, and this is the step that I was saying if you've got deep set eyes you can skip. I'm going to use this to make my socket look even deeper. So put it right into the socket and just wiggle it back and forth. She also has quite almost downturned eyes, slightly sad eyes. Beautiful, that kind of like puppy dog shape. So I'm going to bring that dark colour up here a little bit as well, towards the eyebrow. Not to meet the eyebrow, but just to kind of give that slope. And back into that medium brown shade on the slightly fluffier brush. Just blend out that edge a little bit. For the lower lash line, I'm going to go into the medium colour first, and on the slightly more tapered brush. Buff that in, right into the lashes. The whole way, well, not the whole way across, but across as far as to meet where that inner corner highlight is. Darkest colour goes right on the outside. And I'm going to take that colour we used for the inner corner highlight, the very lightest colour, and just reapply and bring it across a bit more. So I definitely want the eyes to stay really light and really highlighted. I'm going to do some eyeliner. I'm going to use my gel eyeliner and an angled brush. And it looks like Ellie usually does eyeliner. Sometimes it's a little bit smudgy, sometimes it's just a very thin line. So I'm going to do a thin line that's also a little bit smudged in. And I'm not really going to do a flick, but I don't want the eyeliner to just end at the end of my eye, because it kind of, I don't really think it suits my eye shape very well. So I'm just going to extend a little bit. I'm not going to pull it any further higher than where my crease is, if that makes sense. So just a little bit, and then back in. Let's do some mascara. Today I'm using the Clinique Lash Power Mascara, which is a beautiful mascara, and it's a tubing mascara, so it's really long wearing. So now we're going to do some false lashes. It usually looks like Ellie's got lashes on, especially individual lashes, so that's what I'm going to use. These are the Ardell Flare Medium Black. So that's the lashes on. I think I did about 6 or 7 little individual bunches on each eye, which is quite a lot actually. So while that's drying, I'm going to move on to the lips. And I'm going to use my 3CE lip marker, and this is in the colour pink. I actually want that pink to be a little bit more on the creamy kind of pastel side, so I'm going to take this OCC Lip Tar in the colour Femme. And that's the finished look. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. It is very simple but very beautifying. It's all about the skin and that pink colour on the lips. So I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I put out videos every Monday and Friday-ish. I try to stick to that schedule, but sometimes life happens and it doesn't quite work out that way. Don't forget to go to my blog if you want to see the full list of products that I used, as well as links to where you can go and buy them. I'll have that linked in the description box. Oh, that sentence every time. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you very soon. Bye. Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a Q&A video for you. I haven't done one of these in ages, and I've been so excited to record this today. So yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, I posted on my Facebook and my Instagram and my Twitter that I was going to be doing this video. So to ask me all of your questions, you could